Hi, this is Georgie Oldfield, physiotherapist and founder of SERPA. If you're watching this video, you probably already know that I specialise in the treatment of chronic pain, where we recognise that chronic pain is often not a result of any physical cause, but actually is often triggered and then driven by the central nervous system as a result of the our response to stress, so our fight and flight system. And recently I came across a YouTube video which gave a great analogy demonstrating the importance of consistency. And it used a borehole in a desert where you have a pump and you've got to pump water from a very deep level to enable you to get out of the pump and actually for use. And it's clear that to be able to even get any water out of the pump, you need to pump for quite a while and hard work, keep going until you actually get a result, which initially might just be a trickle of water. So you need to persist and keep pumping until you've got enough water to be able to use. But what's important here is that actually if you just stop pumping and just leave it, when you go back later, you'll need to start again and pump really hard to again get a result. So if you consistently then keep pumping, just every now and again go back and pump, you'll actually more easily be able to get some water out. Now this is the same as if you go on a diet, and let's say if you go on a diet and you decide that you have lost the weight you wanted to lose, but then you go back to your old ways and your old eating patterns, that's like stopping pumping, and then therefore you're more likely to put on weight. It's the same with exercising as well. And the fact is you can't go to the gym or go on a diet for a few days and then leave it because actually you're not getting the results. It takes hard work and consistency to achieve the results, but most importantly, in order to maintain those results, you need to consistently do whatever you're doing or were doing, like going to the gym or dieting or pumping the water pump to achieve these results. And with the SERPA approach, we're looking at life skills. We're looking at things that not only will help you resolve your pain, but actually will help you maintain a healthy life in the future. This may be fitting in time for self-care. This may be journaling to acknowledge past issues or whatever's going on currently. It could be looking at your thoughts and actually recognising that how you're thinking actually is creating a lot of stress. Maybe you're very self-critical or a perfectionist or conscientious. We teach you skills to actually enable you to cope better with that and modify these. But quite often what I see with my patients is that they use these, and often to great effect initially, but then they might actually have a relapse because they're not using these skills on a consistent basis. So they go back to their old behaviours, the way they dealt with stress in their life previously, and then often have a recurrence or maybe just aren't coping very well with whatever's happening in their life. Some patients might struggle to continue, first of all, because if they are constantly following their old behaviours and not consistently applying the strategies that are taught to help them cope with the stress in their life, then obviously it's going to take longer for them to actually see a result. But if they consistently apply these strategies and tools that are taught, and then just integrate them into their life skills into their day-to-day lives, some of them might take moments to do. Being emotionally aware, taking some time out for themselves. If this isn't done consistently, then the chances are that they will revert to struggling and having some symptom or not actually progressing in the first place. So please remember, the motto for today is consistency. And it's so important in not just recovering from chronic pain, but actually consistently over a long-term basis using the skills and strategies taught able to resolve your pain and remain fit and healthy. So if you want to find out more about the SERPA approach, then I'll put a link in here and you can see more about how we help people actually recover from pain.